Subject-verb agreement. Read the sentence. Which verb correctly completes the sentence? Subject-verb agreement means that the subject and verb of a sentence agree in number. For example, a singular subject, such as it, is followed by a singular verb, such as is or has. A plural subject, such as they, is followed by a plural verb, such as are or have. To avoid errors when writing, identify the main subject of the sentence and the subjects of any clauses. Then check that each subject has a verb that agrees. Let's look again at the sentence. Subject-verb agreement can be more difficult to determine when there is a prepositional phrase between the subject and verb. Notice the noun that comes before the verb, children. Children is plural. However, it is part of a prepositional phrase, so children is not the subject of the sentence. The main subject is cell phone use, which is singular. Therefore, we use the singular verb has. Read the sentence. Which verbs correctly complete the sentence? The sentence has two clauses and two verbs. The first verb, live, is part of a subject-relative clause. The verb in a subject-relative clause must agree in number with the subject that the clause modifies. In this case, the subject is people, which is plural. The main verb of the sentence, are, must also agree with the subject of the sentence, people. Listen to the sentence. What is the main verb of the sentence?
What I've learned from my teachers is how to think critically.
The main verb is. Why is it singular? The subject of this sentence is a noun clause. What I've learned from my teachers. When a noun clause is the subject of the sentence, we use a singular verb. Notice how we can replace this noun clause with it. The noun clause functions as a singular subject. We therefore use is so the noun clause and the verb agree. We also need to check for correct subject-verb agreement when we use a quantifier plus a noun. Quantifiers are words that modify nouns and noun phrases and talk about amounts. Listen to the sentence. What are the subject and the verb of the sentence?
Every house in my neighborhood has a small front yard.
The subject is every house, and the verb is has. The quantifiers every and each are used with singular nouns. Therefore, the subject in both of these sentences is singular. As a result, they are followed by the third-person form of have, which is has. Other quantifiers may be used before a singular or plural noun, such as some, most, all, and a lot of. Quantifiers used with non-count nouns are followed by third-person singular verbs, such as was and is. Quantifiers used with plural count nouns are followed by the plural form of third-person verbs, such as were and are. Complete the sentences with is or are. Use the correct subject-verb agreement.
Many of my classmates are on the school soccer team. Whichever restaurant you pick is fine with me. Every item in the store is on sale until next week. The apps that come with the phone are all up to date.